Well, in last week's episode we passed up a couple of reasonably good stags and ended up shooting some smaller ones, but it was cool to test the gun out. This week we're going back and we're after a big dog. We're down there doing some work with the bees once again, and after work and before work we're doing some hunting. This episode we managed to track down ourselves a big boy, and as you're about to see, things played out pretty nicely for us, and the Lupo managed to deliver us with another good shot and a heap more venison. So stay tuned and let's get into another Clarke Boys hunting episode. Let's go.
There's a shit ton of goats around. 650 yards over to that face over there. Walking up, it's under that tree, that tundra tree. Walking up the ridge. It's walking up the ridge, can you see it? It's trying to get the ranges. It's looking straight at you. You just filmed that one. It's coming up. I need to shoot from sitting Yeah. 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 I reckon that's the one that was down there. Yeah, me too. Came around looking for us. We're in the peak of the goat, the goat rut. Our cousin Toby's taught us all about the goat rut. In theory, it should be a goat rut. I'm surprised that didn't come in once I started roaring. Obviously you've got a technique right. What's it called when you? Is it called a roar, or is it like a bleat? Goat's the peak of the goat bleat at the moment. That was not a bad one either. Okay, right? Hopefully a deer instead. One thing we've learned from being able to hunt on the farm like this and hunt regularly is that you really don't need to panic until it really gets close to dark. You can come up here in the middle of the day or even at 2 hours before dark and you might see no deer, and then in that last half hour that's when everything starts coming out. So one thing is you don't want to shoot the first deer you see if you're after a big one, because you'll spook everything off. And the other thing is that you just don't want to be walking around too much. You want to just get into your spot and just have a good place to scan various different options, and then just sit down with having the wind and going the right way, and don't move until it's time to leave and go home. Take a torch so that you can walk home in the dark or find your deer in the dark. Definitely don't panic if you don't see anything a couple hours before dark. The deer aren't stupid. They know that if they're walking around the day, they're going to get shot. And it's just hot, so they probably just wait till it's a bit cooler before they go out. Well, it's getting too dark to see now. We've seen a few stags, an immature mob, and a pretty mature mob, and a medium mob, and one decent stag we got a glimpse of, but we didn't get it complete. He just stepped out of the bush and then he stepped back in, so we'll come back tomorrow and have another squiz around and see what's going on. Plenty of hinds with fawns though, plenty of venison, veal.
Plenty of winter venison, but we don't shoot them this time of year.
No, the babies are a bit small. You've got to wait till like November, but even then they've got no fat on them, hey?
You want it when the babies have been weaned and then you shoot the mums.
Yeah, and then just leave them to grow on. But yeah, probably seen about 30 hinds, maybe more. Not many fellows, a few.
Let's go back and find Noah and go. He might have shot one.
What?
He might have got one with the bow.
Yeah.
Probably not though. The next morning we got up bright and early and headed to where we had seen the stag the night before. We pulled out the thermal and it didn't take us long to pick up some animals. After a while we picked up one that seemed a bit bigger than the others, and it seemed to have antlers but they weren't showing up in the thermal, which told us it must have been a big stag with hard antlers.
I'll get set up with a gun once I've got. He's down about 20 or 30 and about probably like 6 meters. He's definitely got hard antlers because you can't see them at all in this. Will be or won't be. You need to go just under that tree, under the manuka, yeah, on that green patch. $4.50. Pretty good rest. Okay. You ready? Yeah, I'm on it, but I've just zoomed out like quite far. You can shoot. Okay. But I can't tell you where you hit. I'm gonna drop it. Yeah. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Hit it.
Just keep eyeing on it.
Not sure where though.
Got like a weird shot.
Bit gutty sounding, but
watch it.
It's just gone down to the left and stopped now.
Give it another one?
Yeah, definitely. Hit it again. I think your bullet's going to the right of where you're aiming.
Does it do that
It's
kind?
down though. It just fell over and died.
Yes, boy.
Got him. Just died. Yes, I'm running over.
450 yards down. I
think you were getting behind the shoulder. Right?
Might have just been drifting a little bit to the right, but it was probably just going to die there from the first shot.
So.
It's always worth putting a second one in. It's not too far down the hill.
Let's zoom out on this camera. Couldn't get really zoomed in footage because it's still quite dark.
Yeah, the camera never does it justice how dark it actually is, but
That's what it's like. Interesting how you see them at night. If you just don't disturb them and go back the next morning, they'll probably be further out. And you have a better chance. Don't go and stuff it up with your wind.
Yeah, they come back to where they went out from.
Big 11 or 12 pointer. He's the only stag we've seen in hard antlers.
Could be missing a top.
It's missing
on
the top
one
on the
side, so
far
it's only
side.
11.
It had brows, bays though, eh?
Yeah. Quite a nice stag.
Nice spread and everything, and nice time.
If it's got fully stripped antlers, it must be
Older than the other ones.
Older than all the young ones.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Nice.
Gun did good. Might be interesting to see how far it went to the right.
Probably is like a 10k wind.
Yeah. Because
from
I just
left
aimed
to right.
exactly where you'd aim. And then where your shoulder.
Yeah, I think it would have gone back at
You feel like there
a
is like
foot maybe.
there's like a 5k wind maybe.
Maybe.
The second one I aimed a little bit further forward, maybe like that much.
I think I seen where that one went. It was like high in the shoulder, like lower. Sort of thing.
Interesting that he died so quick on the second shot. He must have been just about to die anyway. It's one thing about if you're a little bit back towards the gut, they don't run, eh? You often get a follow.
I don't even actually know where you got it, but
Might have just nailed it in the crease, for all we know.
I did my typical like, might be a gut shot.
No one likes putting that doubt in your
Yeah.
mind, eh? I was pretty confident. I shot at 450. I should get that in theory. In theory, I should get that every time.
Yeah, well, you did some 600s this week on target, so you'd feel confident, eh?
Especially when there's not much wind. But
It's going to be a bit of a mish getting out there.
Now that I really think about it, there is definitely a slight left to right.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but I didn't want to put you off right before you shot. I was like,
Because you said just aim in the middle of the shoulder, and I was like, yeah, that's what I think too. And then
probably should have aimed just
not
like
that
on that
much
front side of its shoulder.
yeah, we're down, so it doesn't matter. We didn't lose an animal. It's the worst. It's case scenario.
Can you still see it, dude?
Yeah. It's a big animal.
No, I got a big one down here, right?
Yeah, big bodied animal. Got some good pines on it. It's a horse of a thing. Whoa,
Any good? It's quite nice.
pretty good, alright. Wow, that's a big animal.
Oh, it's alright.
12 pointer.
Is it 12?
Has it got 3 on it? Oh.
No, but it's got that couple of little ones here. Got a little one there.
Wow, it's gonna be... That's way bigger than the one we shot, the unicorn one last week. Holy hell.
He's a big animal. I don't know if we're going to get him out of here.
It's blowing up.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, get a photo,
Like,
Sammy.
ant body wise.
He's all
Body wise, yeah, huge.
What are its
body.
antlers like?
yeah,
Pretty good.
nice spread.
I reckon they're
That's-
bigger than you think. They're pretty heavy. Pretty heavy timber for in here.
Funny how the real big ones just hang by themselves, though.
Yeah,
That's
nice stag though, eh, for
real
this
nice.
farm.
Shame he's missing that other brow. Bay,
And top on the other side.
but still, he's a mean stag.
Could have been the big one I seen a while ago. He's just curved in.
And it's quite mature, I think.
Definitely a good one to shoot.
Mm.
And he's going to still taste good too, hopefully.
If that's not green in there.
The back sakes won't be green.
I don't know.
He's blowing up. He's going to be a hard one to gut.
I'll
Here's the stag. It's a 12 pointer just. You got a little back time there. Is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 11 pointer, but he's a huge animal. The one shot's just there and the second shot's a bit lower, so he wasn't going anywhere even from the first shot, but always pays to put a second one in to make sure you kill them as quick as you can. They don't run too far and you lose them or something, but wrapped with that. He's probably a bit bigger than I thought he was, antler wise, and definitely bigger bodied. Got a big job. We don't have to carry him far or move it far, but it's still going to be hard. The 300 Lupo with the Eliminator does the job. I think we can confirm that the pre-season's completed. We're ready for the raw, public land stags. Stoked. Good result. Beautiful day.
Let's get into our work, get the Clarke Boys knife out.
This is a nice day. There's a monga. And a nahiri.
Best knives in the world.
In the world?
Yeah. Available at our website, clarkeboys.co.nz, or the Victory Knives website. Yeah. Video, okay, like, yell at you and your doozy.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Okay, I'm stopping videoing.
People probably think
We've only got another half hour of this.
we've made it halfway.
Done the easy half.
Just got to get it up there.
Dragged it back to the bike now. You can see where both the shots are. There's one there and one just there. So there's a bit of a spread, but the second one was, I don't actually know which was first and which was second, but both are kill shots. 450 yards, and the second one was a bit rushed, so it's down.
I've got to get over this fence first though. Before.
Dumb thing about hunting on farms fences.
Imagine hunting in public then. You'd be carrying this for.
No, you just cut it out.
Yeah. It was a great result to get another good stag. This one was at 450 yards and just showed that the gun was in perfect sights for the upcoming raw trips. Before we headed away on those trips, we had my uncle and our cousin Ethan heading up to try and see if we could get Ethan his first stag. That's in the next episode coming up. Until then, go and have a look at some of our other episodes and we'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys.
Dropped it.